Hey guys, I'm back and I figured I'd do some more Reddit reading. So if you like this, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on the stories I read. And yeah, I don't know, I love hearing other people's takes. Right now, my son is sleeping in his swing. He's teething. So I'm sorry, but there's little baby lullabies. Hopefully that's not too distracting. And I have the dryer going, so I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. So, first story. This one pisses me off. So, this is under Reddit NewParents. Title is So Mad at Husband for Taking Baby Out of Car Seat While Driving. It's like the title says. We went over to my in-laws for Christmas Day. I went away with our baby, 6 months, to nurse him and put him down for a nap. Because he wouldn't go to sleep, I ended up holding him for a nice nap. Anywho, husband was sipping on whiskey when I came back down. I didn't notice him drinking much else the rest of the time we were there. But once we were in the car to leave and start driving home, I noticed him slurring his words. I asked if he was okay to drive, and he said no. We pulled over and switched seats, so I was driving, and he's in the back seat with our baby. 10 minutes go by, and baby gets a little fussy since it's close to his bedtime. Usually I sing to him, and he stays content until we get home. I suggest to my husband that he sing to the baby. Next thing I know, I see my precious little baby's head in the rearview mirror. I said, "What are you doing? Have you ever seen me take him out of the car seat?" He said, "No. We're 5 minutes away from home at this point." I start to pull over, but there isn't a safe spot, so I continue driving. I carefully drive the rest of the way home while nervously watching my drunk husband holding my baby boy in the back seat. After we got home, he passed out on the couch while I put the baby to bed. I'm so mad at him, and I cannot believe how stupid he is. I'm not sure if he'll remember what he did in the morning. He normally doesn't get drunk, but when he does drink, he gets blackout drunk like this. I don't know what to say to him tomorrow. Right now, I just think he's a total idiot, and I've lost trust in him when it comes to taking care of our son. Edit. I'm also very upset about the drinking and driving aspect and the danger he put us and anyone else in. At the time I wrote this, though, it was the car seat situation that was replaying in my mind and keeping me up at night. Just want to make clear that the car seat wasn't the only problem here. My husband did this? Okay, first of all, if my husband decided that, I don't know, to drive with me and the kids in the car, and then turns out he's actually wasted, I would be so upset. Instead of like, "Hey, Clarissa, can you just drive home?" Sure, no problem. And then for the fact that he took the baby out of the car seat, it's like, you never take the baby out. In what planet does that make sense? I don't understand where this dumbass is coming from. And as a mom, I would be so worried that he's wasted holding on to a 6-month-old in the back of the car. And yeah, they're 5 minutes from home, but the majority of accidents happen within a mile from home, 5 minutes from home. So what if she was so distracted with watching him with the baby in the rearview mirror that she got in an accident? I just think that is disgusting. And from my understanding, I've been to treatment a few times. Maybe if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But they said it doesn't matter if you drink once a year, but if you drink and you wind up blacking out, you do not have a healthy relationship with alcohol. It you're basically categorized as an alcoholic because you don't have a healthy relationship with alcohol, which I can see you're basically binge drinking, if that makes sense. Because to be considered an alcoholic or a social drinker, it's okay, technically a social drinker, someone that drinks 1 to 2 drinks in a 24-hour period once a year. That is the definition of a social drinker. Because when most of us think social drinker, think a few beers once, twice, 3 times a week. No, that would be considered an alcoholic in treatment. So, yeah, I mean, I think he has a not healthy relationship with alcohol, and I think he really needs to look into that. Because if he's drinking and when he does drink, he gets blackout drunk, it's not good. And then when I took my assessment for alcohol, if you've ever blacked out while drinking, you technically will never have a normal relationship with alcohol, if that makes sense. I don't know, everyone I know has blacked out at least once from drinking, and I don't know, it doesn't really mean anything now. I mean, back in the day, I blacked out. Now I don't drink at all, so I don't know. I would be just so pissed if my husband did this. So pissed. Okay, this one is an interesting one. Am I the asshole for not buying things for my neighbor with a baby after waking up her baby? I live in an apartment building with my very thin walls and floors. We know our downstairs neighbors and that they have an infant. Because of this, we're always very meticulous when it comes to how hard we walk, as it's extremely easy for one hard footstep to shake the entire apartment. I started taking a new medication lately, and one of the side effects of it is dizziness, which has been a lot for me. I'm also very anemic as of lately, as I order vitamin supplements that I've been out of for a week. Yesterday I was sitting at my table and spilled my water onto the floor. When I got up to clean the water, I got dizzy, lost my balance, and slipped on the water. I fell really fucking hard, and I knew it probably made a huge sound. About 15 minutes later, as I'm putting band-aids on my elbow and knee, I get a call from my downstairs neighbor. She began yelling at me, asking me what that huge thud was and how I woke her baby up from his nap. I apologized profusely and explained to her the fact that I fell and how I fell, and that next time I'll be way more careful than I was when it comes to doing something that could cause me to slip and or fall. She kept on rambling about how furious she was and how her baby's health is important and how she wanted a break, etc., etc., etc. She then tells me that she wants me to walk to the store and buy her formula, diapers, and a toy. She specified that she wanted me to use my own money as it's part of my punishment for waking up her baby. I would like to point out that I'm a minor. It's also 20 degrees and snowing right now. I was so taken aback that I just said that I wasn't going to do that and sorry one more time and hung up in her face. I ended up telling my mom and stepfather. They said that ultimately she was out of line for talking to me the way she did, but that I needed to be more careful and that I shouldn't have fell so hard, as well as I should have been more careful around my water. I tried to explain to them that I have no control over how hard I fall, but they just shrugged. They're handling it with her now, but regardless, am I the asshole? No. The audacity of that woman. I have children, as you guys know, and I don't think I could possibly live in an apartment with kids. I would constantly have so much anxiety that, if one of my kids woke up in the middle of the night crying, am I bothering other neighbors? I would be a wreck. I couldn't imagine hearing a thud and calling, but not because I'm concerned. I would call and be like, hey, is everything okay? I heard a loud thud. I hope everyone's okay. I wouldn't be like, you woke up my baby. You need to buy diapers, formula, and a toy. Just think of it like decent size box of diapers, like $30. Formula for a big container, like on average $35. $65 right there. And then a toy, like what, $10? So $75 for waking up your baby from his nap? No. I don't know. I was disgusted with that. Like, really? No. So let's see what people have put on here. Yeah, someone said, right, you fell? Oh my god, are you okay? Is the only reason or response that would have been appropriate. What the fuck? Neighbor does sound like she needs a break, but forcing a minor to buy her stuff, punishing a minor she shouldn't have any authority over, and just plain being mean aren't going to help her. Also, what's up with the parents being so dismissive over a neighbor thinking it's okay to punish OP and take money from OP? Yeah, again, I could imagine, like, yelling at a minor and forcing them, like, hey, you need to buy me diapers. You need to buy me formula. You need to buy my kid a toy. Like, what the fuck kind of audacity is that? That is so weird to me. I don't get people sometimes. Well, majority of the time. Okay, this one scared the absolute shit out of me. It's from the NewParents Reddit. It says, so, my baby monitor was hacked. This is long, bear with me. We'll start with last night and then go back to little occurrences that I didn't think anything of before then. My husband is working second shift, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I put my son down around 6:30, did my usual housework routine, and then went downstairs for even longer because, well, to be honest, I started Wellbutrin for PPD, and it gives me more energy than I can bargain for sometimes. So I'm in the basement, sorting things, organizing stuff for some waterproofing projects, whatever, and I hear a few noises come from the monitor, but blow it off because I have 2 dogs upstairs wandering the house, too. Time goes on, I get my stuff done, and a little man wakes up around 11:30 like usual for a nighttime bottle. I'm in the bedroom in almost total dark except for my hatch light that's on 1% and my phone, and I'm browsing Reddit. Now the monitor I have is a VTech Wi-Fi VM901, and that model always flashes a green light, but I look up and notice a red light slowly blinking. What the fuck? Obviously, it just got unplugged and the backup battery is dying, but this model doesn't have a battery like that. So I quick Google my model and LED meanings, and it turns out that a red light means someone is fucking live streaming from the main parent device. But wait, I'm in the bedroom, husband at work, and unless my dogs have mastered technology without me looking, I'm being watched. In my bedroom that I share with my 5-month-old, I'm stuck, frozen and afraid like a fucking deer in the headlights. Logically, I know that nobody is in the room with me, but someone is still in the room with me through the camera. I could speak and tell him to politely fuck off, but I was too scared to have someone respond. The light quickly goes back to green, so I'm hoping he finishes his bottle so I can lay him down and unplug it. A minute or 2 later, it's streaming again. Super spooked, but also pissed, so I carefully stand up and walk across the room and unplug it. When I unplug it, I can see up close that they moved the camera to face the bed we were sitting on too. That is so creepy. Now backpedal to October when we got it. One night after he was down, I went to Kroger while my husband was home with him. On my way back, I stopped by my dad's, who's who lives locally and show him how cool it is that I can check on the little nugget while he sleeps. I pull up the app and the camera is panning the room and zooms in on the crib. Laugh Out Loud husband is getting camera at the right angle, so I decide to mess with him and move it a little. But guess what? I mentioned that incident to my husband this morning, and he never moved it like that before. So riddle me this. Why are these companies like VTech not doing anything or even letting consumers know how easily the device can be hacked into? Aside from all of the times I changed my son in there, and I changed my own clothes, I learned that if someone gets into the monitor and is hooked to your home Wi-Fi, they then can get into the devices on that network, like your phone, laptop, tablet. I'm not even sure where to start in processing all of this mentally and how to fix the tech side. I just wanted to share this quite long story to let people know it can happen. Please check your settings, read how to protect yourself. People are disgusting humans sometimes. With my first, I have a baby monitor, video monitor, and I love it. But because of hearing things like this, I made sure it isn't Wi-Fi compatible. That's just one stream because I do not want some hacker hacking in, looking at my child, especially with my background. If you're interested, I can maybe tell you guys I was stalked for quite a few years. I now have a 50-year restraining order against this guy, and he is a genius hacker. He hacked pretty much all of my devices at one point. He was breaking into our home. It was a nightmare. It was scary. So now I'm really weird about having devices in my home that someone can hack into and like watch us. I don't know. And I heard also people that had Alexas like in their kids' rooms, how people would hack it and like talk to their kids. Just really creepy shit. So anyway, I couldn't imagine. That is just, it's so creepy. So if you can, try to get baby monitors that it's just the monitor and cameras or camera. Most of them you can hook up like another camera, like one or two more, which I probably will, like hook up another camera for my other son once he transplants into a bigger sleeping spot. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. That's such a violation of privacy too. It's gross. So anyway, I think that will be my 3 Reddits for now. It's super sunny here in Minnesota today, which means that it is colder than hell. It's like 25 below, which gotta love. Do you guys want to see my dog, Gus? Gus. Gussie. Gus. Gus. Treat. Gus. Come here. You guys will love Gus. I rescued him from the animal shelter. It'll be 3 years May 1st. Come on, Gussie. Come on. Come on. And he was severely abused. He has one eye because some asshole shot him up with a pellet gun. Gus, come here. Gus. You want to go outside? You want a treat? Come here. Come on. Come on, Gus. Come on. Gus, come here. Come here. Gus, come here. Gus. Come here. Come on. Gus. Gussie. Come on. Well, yeah. I don't know, I gave him a bunch of treats earlier and he's sleeping in his bed on a blankie with his teddy bear, so I don't think he likes me. Gussie. Gus. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Come on. Oh, I got him. I love this dog. Here. Gussie. Yeah. I was gonna say. Come on, Gussie. Come here. Come here. Gussie. It's like you can see which. This is his OEI. Yeah. You my boy, Gus. You my boy. You give me a kiss? You give me a kiss? Yeah, I just love Gus. My favorite. Yeah, you good boy. But anyway, I highly recommend rescuing a dog. He's amazing. He adores our sons, and he is so kind and gentle with them. Here, Gus. Say hi to people. Say hi. Yeah. He's just sweet. Yeah, they tried to tell me that he was 8 to 10 years old almost 3 years ago. We're thinking he's maybe 6 max. He can jump fences all day. And let's see. Guys, tell me, like, what kind of dog do you think he looks like most? Thinking maybe part hound, part lab. Ow, his ears slapped on my arm. It hurts. But anyway, Gus is such a good boy. Come here, babes. Come here. You have to come back here, babe. Come on. Come on. So anyway, if you guys want to see any videos on the recommendations that I dropped in this Am I the Asshole Reddit reading, let me know. Let me know what you think of these. I don't know. I like them. Something to do when my kids are sleeping. Yesterday, I cleaned a ton, washed a ton of clothes. Tomorrow, I have to bring my little guy to the pediatrician for a well check and shots. That's not going to be fun. So, anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a great day. And as always, don't be an asshole. Bye, guys.